All right. I'm trying to test this and see. Uh, Testing to see if I'm on at this point. Let's see here. Okay, I think everything is back working again, to the best of my knowledge. All right, let's go here and pull back up. If you wouldn't mind, if somebody would post if I'm working properly. All right, definitely. Okay, we hear you. Making sure it had that blink there of where the switched to internet services, so it got a little bit there. So some major power outages happening there. Again, as we look here at EMEPA, let me update that to see if there's any more that has happened. Up to 649. If you'll look at the big picture here, areas here around Scooba, south of Scooba without power now, near DeKalb. And then this is going to be out here about where my studio is. We go in here, right along in here. As we pull this up, let me zoom on in here. Right there, this is out here in the areas here of Collinsville, these areas here. For whatever reason, that's freezing, not doing the greatest job that there is. We've got 15 people here in Lauderdale County right there that's affected by this. As we go to statewide numbers, let's take a look at what is going on with the statewide numbers here in Mississippi. 1,800, it looks like, state outages up to 2,000 now. Most of these are in Kemper County, 535 out north. Mississippi has some, and then also over here, 23 in Lauderdale County. So that's to take a look at what we've got going on with power outages this afternoon. Again, I apologize for that blinking service. It had to handle that way and back up. All right, let's go back to radar and take a look at what we've got now. And I think I need to close a few things here. Since I'm on a backup internet service, it doesn't work as quickly as it does when it's on the other. All right, and that's exactly what's happening. Let me re-update, close out some things so it'll work a little bit smoother on everything. All right, that will catch up in just a second. Let me close some more of these to where this will work a little bit better. As you learn what works and what doesn't while you're live, and that's exactly what's going on. Radar updating here in just a second. Let me hit another button. Move this over. All right, as we watch this, this is becoming slow is the word that comes to mind on this. Let me pull this back up and show you what I can see at this point as we look at radar. We've got a bunch of lightning that is pouring down at this point. We got a lot of rain that's coming down here in these tracks here. Again, we've got a storm that will. Okay, I think we're back. All right. Can everybody hear me once again? This has been a shingles blowing off my house in Damascus, Lisa Neal Peavy said. So that's some tough. And so Terry Ray, thank you for letting me know that you can't hear me now. This is a serious storm as it comes across here. Now, this is southern Lauderdale, southern Kemper County, and also northern Lauderdale that we're watching, also Winston County and Noxubee County that are under severe thunderstorm warning. I had attempted a while ago before the power started cutting in and out to show these lines here. Now, this is going to cut across, and let me show here what we've got here, the areas that are under this. This is going to be right here at Talbert Enterprises, this watch box that has Noxubee County, this southeastern corner here by Lauderdale County. And then we go up, and then the northern portion is going to be right here in the Burnside. We did get that out before. All right. See, as we were talking about there a few moments ago, Lisa Peavy was talking about Damascus. This is right along here. Let's zoom in on this, what we've got going on here. This is Damascus, right here at the Volunteer Fire Department. As she said, shingles blowing off the house. So let's go here and look at the severe and turn on our damaging wind path and look at all that we've got going on with the damaging winds. And we do have that, if you'll see that. All of that green area. And let's turn off radar for a minute so you can see exactly what's going on with the wind. If you're watching this and you live in these areas and all of this dark green, this is serious wind. Now, I see that we switched back to power and I saw another blink again. So we'll have some in and outs as this comes about here, as this storm blows through. But let's start here. As we look here all around Noxubee, look at this wind that we've got going on with this. That's a bunch of it there. And this is going to be, these storms are going to be moving south, be near height within 9 minutes. As we come across here, the eastern side of Noxubee County getting a lot of wind, gets a little break right there at Scooba, and just south of there where Baca Valley is, that wind picks back up, goes all the way over, follows Highway 16 past the Dollar General there and almost to Noxubee Central. As we come down due south here, look at all of this. Heavier there that we mentioned there in Damascus just a few moments ago. Also, all the way over here, it lightens up some, but we still got wind right there, Blackwater. Northern Lauderdale County now getting a bunch of wind. We take all of this in here from the racetrack here at Battlefield and cut across to West Lauderdale High School, right along there at Chet's, and we come across right there at the old Hughes Telephone Building. It comes down over to where Northeast High School is, and we zoom in a little bit closer on this. This wind is also down here at North Hills, right there at the red light there by Mr. Discount Drugs. That's going to go all the way over to Marion to where Lamar School is. All out here in this area by Northeast High School, Rainbow Lakes, and south of town we're showing wind now. All this area here by Long Creek Ball Field, and we go up by 22nd Avenue, by the Children's Museum and SMI Automotive, and coming all the way up to where, about right where the Evangel Temple is where the wind is. All right, now let's back this out and go and turn this off. Let's turn let's see here, the damaging wind off, and we're going to go to the hail path and turn this on of what we've got in hail this afternoon. And again, this is taking just a few moments as we do this. All right, we're showing a bunch of hail here in Kemper County. All right, you're going to turn the volume down on that, or close it. All right, as we come here, let's look here in DeKalb. We're showing that radar is picking up hail from Kemper Lake all the way over here to the Cowboy Church, right at it. Now, this is the hail path that's been coming down. Also right there at the Damascus area, we've got hail. Let's see here. Cassandra Moffitt said heavy rotation winds in the Collinsville. Lots of trees are breaking. Thanks, Pam Keller, for watching. Let's see here. New Orleans, somebody put the National Weather Service in New Orleans. Severe storm currently at Waveland, Bay St. Louis area, just offshore with strong gusty winds and large hail possible. There, what they mentioned there. As we go down through here, that one over there works. That one. Oh, you can't see them over there? Okay, all right. We're having constant... power dips. I hear the rain pretty heavy out there now. All right, as we see all this, all the way up to Blackwater Baptist Church here, we're showing hail this afternoon. When we get into Lauderdale County, not so much at this point. It ends pretty much at this point here on Kemper County. Now, y'all correct me if you see it any differently in your areas there that you're watching there. Let's see here. Shelby Wing said wind blowing real hard at Dalewood. No rain there yet. Now, let's turn this off and go back to radar to where we can see exactly what's happening. All right. All right, we do have a bunch of rain pouring down. Now, we've got, as we come across there at DeKalb, we're starting to show that it's lightening up. Scooba, you're good now. Areas south of there over to Cleveland. The further south you go down to Damascus, on across where the coal plant is. In between the coal plant and Highway 39 is some of the worst of the weather that we've got right now in Kemper County. As we look at this and we look at these roads, look at these lightning strikes that we're getting. So there's a lot of lightning occurring with the storm. If you're watching, that be careful. Don't stand by windows or anything like that. Let's see. That was at 3:11, about 10 minutes ago, that area right there. As we zoom in on this, this is going to be New Hope Blackwater Church Road and also Broach Road and also Neil Michelle Road, I believe that, McClelland Road. Sorry about that. Those areas there. Now, here's Blackwater Baptist Church. We've got a storm that is just due north of there that's going to make its way toward Lysia Road. It'll be at Blackwater within 2 minutes and make Lysia Road out by the naval base within 20 minutes as we look at that storm as it comes on in here. Now, Samdale Monument, already getting heavy rain here. Here's NAS Meridian. As we mentioned before about where it was out here, according to where the airstrips are, this landing field here on the west side, getting it all the way back to where it meets Highway 39 there. This is coming down. This area here, this storm will be at Tompton within 25 minutes. So if you live anywhere in that area, let me back this out where everybody can see a big picture of what's happening here in Lauderdale County. And we're picking up some winds now in Lauderdale.
A lot of people are saying there's hail at like Bonita Lakes.
Bonita Lakes?
Yeah, Bonita Lakes. There was hail somewhere else. I'm trying to find it. Shelly Eldred says big trees down in her yard.
Shelley Eldridge?
Mm-hmm, her trees are down.
Whoa. So that is, and that's in Kemper County is where that is. Mm-hmm. So as we've watched this, and again, we've got a lot of power outages, and now we're getting reports of trees. We're having power bump in and out, back and forth. Our connection right now seems to be pretty good.
Claudine Baskin says lights are flickering, winds blowing, rain is awful, and Long Creek Road cut off.
All right, as we go right here, let's take a look at this. This is going to be Highway 19 coming out of Meridian. Let's go over here and turn on our locations and look at this sheer wind that we've got just popped up. Here's Freeman Tractor here, and we go to the southwest of there. And here's Cicalina here, and let's move in on this and take a look here. This is Cicalina Road, and this is Bogue Flower Road. Now, this is some areas of pine trees exactly where it is now. 58-mile-an-hour sheer winds with this storm. Now, this dropped on a scale of 1 to 10 of it possibly turning into something else. It's only at a 2.8, so it's going to remain what it is. Now, let's go back up here to right here at the Piggly Wiggly as we come into Collinsville. We've got a storm that is sitting right on top. This is, let's look at this. This is going to be Collinsville, Martin Road, Roval Road, and this is going to cut right across here, West Lauderdale Road. Let's see where this is headed to. This will be at Collinsville within 1 minute and 60 seconds. Y'all are going to have this. 12-minute Mosley will have it. Cicalina will have it in 13 minutes. Hookston by 3:40 and Nellyburg, you'll have this storm within 24 minutes. All right, we're getting reports. Charlene Wiggins reporting trees down. Am I not right on that, Madison?
Mm-hmm, yeah, trees blown down in Collinsville. That's some really bad wind. It's pulling trees down like that left and right.
Yeah, and this is the second or third report that we've had of this. Now, I've got listed on radar, but it usually takes a few moments. And as well, if y'all, if you have pictures or anything that you want to send, inbox me there, and then I can pull that up and show that while we're live. That's the easiest way that I can show pictures. If you're at your home now and the wind is blowing and whipping, you've got trees down, snap a picture of that, inbox it, and I'll be able to pull that up and show it to everyone. as we watch this. Again, if you are anywhere around Collinsville and it's not raining yet, be prepared. It's coming, as well as Southern Meridian. All right, let's go across here. We take in Northeast High School, all this heavy rain. Noxubee just to the west of you. As we get here at Sam's, downtown Meridian here, here's the Coca-Cola plant sitting here. As we come up here to Sam's, 2059 right there. Sam's back over past right here at the Ag Center, and this is going to cut across east. Doesn't go all the way to the end of the county there. It's going to be just shy of making it out to southeast in the Vinville area. Right there at the Dollar General right now. Look at all of this rain. And it goes due south as we go toward the Clark County line. Pleasant Hill, and we're also right here at Long Creek Ball Field. Now let's look at Clark County. I hadn't brought up Clark in a while. Clark, only a drizzle of a shower starting in there. But it all is because it's here. All right, let's go back over here to out by 494 area, because we got two different storms that now have popped up.
Is this possible tornadoes?
No, this is shear winds is what we've got at this point. The National Weather Service has not changed anything. But since you bring that up, it doesn't matter whether something is rated a tornado or if it's a severe thunderstorm. When trees come down, get to your safe place. If you've got a place and you're in a home, and especially if you're listening to me now and you have trees that overhang over the top of your house, do not be in the room that those trees overhang, whether that's a bedroom or your living room. Go to another portion of the house. It's just not worth it. Because it can do damage, and we've seen so many times where people lose their lives over this. So we don't want that to happen this afternoon. All right, let's go here and look at these shear winds that we've got going on here. We've got two separate ones here. That's owls as we cut across through the pine trees here and we come across. This is Rock Hill Church right here. As we go north up through here, right in this area here along Cicalina Meehan Road, we've got shear winds that have been showing here. And as they died down for a split second there, now that's pretty strong. Again, this does not mean that they're on the ground, but it does mean it's in the air and can dip down at any point. I'm picking up 91 mile an hour shear winds here. This area right here, here's where our friends out at Freeman Tractor sit. And you go due south here, and this is going to be Cicalina Meehan Road, where it bumps into Cicalina Road. Right here, just due south of Cicalina Road and west of there is where I'm picking up this shear wind right here. So if you live due south of here, anywhere in that neighborhood, you be prepared, because it is some serious weather that's going to come through there. All right, we look at this path. This will reach Chambersville by 7 minutes from now. And I'll try to... I had a picture there, and she would need to send it a different way. Let's see here if I can do this of what I've got outside here. Let me try this. I'm not sure I can.
Power is out in-house.
In-house?
Mm-hmm.
All right, hang on here. I'm going to try this to pull this up of a picture of where I'm at and see if I can do this. It'll take me just a second here. This is... All right, let me pull.
Well, that's our yard.
Yeah. I was going to show what this looks like here. Let me pull this back up here and pull this screen up. Let's see, as we look at this. This is right outside my back door right now of how heavy of the rain is. If you'll look at that, you can barely see across the pasture in the backyard there. So a lot of it coming down. So if you've got a picture, we'd love to hear from you there, and get some of those. All right, let's go back to radar now and pull that up.
Power is out in Townsend Road.
That's in Kemper County, Townsend Road. Who was that from?
Gail Gafford.
Hey, Miss Gail, how are you doing?
Power out in Collinsville, Cassandra Moffitt. Jenny Wiggins says they have some trees down now. So,
okay, we're getting more and more reports of that.
Are these trees getting ripped up by the roots, or...
We got another warning. What it is we've got saturated ground, and this wind comes through and it picks it up by the roots and
That's
throws it.
What I was wondering if they're snapping halfway up, or if it's from the roots.
All right, y'all give me just a second here and let me update of what we've got going on now, and get all of our latest warnings that we have.
Gail also said there's a lot of debris on the road too. ton of it.
Oh, did she? Mm-hmm. So it's been some heavy winds there. All right, let's pull this up and go back over here as we pull this up of what we're showing here. Let's go here and turn this on so we can go over all of our watches and warnings. We have a severe thunderstorm warning. Let's go over all of them as we go into the Winston and also Noxubee counties until later on this afternoon at 3:45. That was depicted there. All right, as we look at that, and again, that is until 3:45. We move down into Noxubee County. This is going to be until 4 o'clock. Severe thunderstorm warning for Noxubee County until 4 o'clock. That's 30 minutes from now. As we pull this, Lauderdale County still under until 4 o'clock. And also we get the same as we move across here until 4 o'clock for Newton County also. As we zoom in a little bit closer on this now, right here, we've got a flash flood warning. And this is Kemper County. This is what was just issued just a moment ago. Flash flood warning for Kemper and Northeast Kemper and Eastern Noxubee County until 4:45. So a little over an hour. Ooh. That we'll have on that.
Bruce Atkins says, power is out on AC Brown Road. And Diane Burt said, my power is out in Blackwater, and we had a big tree fall, and if it had gone the other way, I would not have a bedroom anymore.
And again, we stress as we talk about all these trees here. So if you've got anything, again, let me repeat that, over your house, make sure that you pay attention and get out of those rooms. Had somebody mention Birmingham just issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Hale County in Alabama until 4 o'clock also. I appreciate that, Lynn, you passing that along.
Greg Krill said that there is hail in Marion now.
Hail in Marion. Mm-hmm. I can see that. This is strong stuff, folks, if you're watching this. And if you'll look at, here's this thunderstorm that we're looking at right over here that was issued in Alabama also there.
Let's see. Ruth Bales and Jenny Wiggins say there's power out in Oak Ridge, Center Hill, and power out is on Hamrick Road West.
All right. As we talk about power, we go back to EMEPA, and we went from about 600 people without power now to 2,671 without power. And let's look at our counties of what that outlay is. We've got 5,600 in Kemper County. Nearly 7,000 people, 3 people. Now, let me start back over. I looked at this wrong. 2,600 in Kemper County, 3 in Winston County. Lauderdale County's got 294, and we've got 30 in Newton now, and 2 in Noxubee County there that are without power there on EMEPA. And let me go over and check a few of these others, their services that we have. Let's go to Southern Pine and take a look at what they've got. Southern Pine Electric in Newton County at this point have 185. Let me go back here so y'all can see the screen. 185 there in Newton County without power there. That's on Southern Pine. We've got one here. This is right around Newton here. That we've got 100 here. If y'all look at this, here's Decatur here. It's going to be right around Chunky and Northwood there on Southern Pine that are out without power also. So y'all know the area, know exactly what I'm talking about. Let me go back now and pull up a couple of these others, and we'll check them also. I had to do these one at a time, and then we'll also check Central Electric while we're at it. Go back here.
Let's see. Mandy Haley's asking, is another thunderstorm rolling in Wahala?
All right, I'll pull that up here in just a second here and let old Mandy know there what we've got here.
Candace J says, broke the tops out of the trees and blew a john boat across the yard at her place. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that's right up the road here where she is, just north of West Lauderdale is where Candace's house is. Now, we're showing that Mississippi Power has 260 customers out. As we go here as we go up into Noxubee County here, we're showing that we've got about 900 out is what we're looking at there. So, and this is going to be Central Electric is what we're looking at here. And this is, let me, that is not wanting to do right. as we look at that. Yeah, Bobby's Auto Sales right in there, 476 people without power in those areas there. So it is pretty strong. And again, if you've got a picture, we'd love to see from you on that. And let me check my inbox of what we've got.
Wish Candace could have gotten a video of the boat flying across the yard.
Let's see here. This is, let me calm this down and start this over.
Let's see. Kay Daughtery says power out is on Gibson Road.
All right, this video here comes from Lisa Neal up in Damascus area. Let me pull this up where you can take a look and see that this is in the back of her home of what's going on. Look at that wind.
Ooh.
That's whooping pretty hard there.
That tree's looking kind of scary. Could fall.
And as she had mentioned, she lost shingles on her roof just a little bit ago at her house. That's strong wind that is coming in. We'd love to have a video from you. If you've got one, you can pass that along to us and inbox that to me at Scotty Ray's Weather. And we'll be able to quickly pull that up that way to be able to do that.
A lot of people are saying it's really bad in Duffy right now.
All right, let's
Power's out, and it's really rough on Chunky Duffy Road.
Chunky Duffy? Mm-hmm. All right, let's go back to radar here. Now, the first question that I had was about Kemper County. This is under a flash flood warning, Mandy. We've got some moderate showers just ahead of you that's going to come through. It's heavy rain, but not like, look over here at Noxubee. If you're watching here from the Wahalik area, this is a lot heavier rain. You're going to get some heavy downpours there, but it's not severe like it is out here to the west coming out of Noxubee, where we still have that severe thunderstorm warning until 3:45 for Winston County. This is coming right into Noxubee County, and we look at this. Let's go north of Philadelphia and look. Right here is the Burnside area, and we got a storm just to the northeast of there that's going to be at Spring Creek within 10 minutes with this. And if you'll look at that, that's a lot of heavy rain headed there. Now, just east of downtown Philadelphia, here's Noxubee Central sitting right here. Light showers there at the police station as we come across, and we get here to Ocala Bloomfield. Right here on County Road 539 is the worst that we've got in Noxubee County right now. We come here. Here's the hospital where it sits, and this would be that hill coming into town. You get right here. This is where the bridge is going to be out. So just south of there, we've got this storm that will be at Tucker within 8 minutes. This is also going to be at Beatline with 16 minutes. Getting reports also pea-size hail in downtown Pine Springs. So if you live in the Pine Springs area, getting a little hail there also. As we follow this Tucker, see all that rain there? And we follow this down all the way down to House, Mississippi, out here to where Talbert Enterprises is. A lot of rain there. We come on down and we get into that edge of Lauderdale County, and look at this. Lauderdale is getting a beating. Have we got any other reports of trees that have been down? Anything fresh and new on that? No?
Mostly just lights going off in State Boulevard, heavy rain and lightning in Spring Creek. So far, just a lot of power going out and really bad rain.
All right, let's talk hail in Lauderdale County now. Let's turn off radar a second here and look at what we've got in hail. As we mentioned, we were getting it up here all the way down to Blackwater. Now into Lauderdale County, we zoom into this. This is going to be Lizelia Road right here going into NAS Meridian coming from Samdale Monument. As we come on down the Bailey area here, taking in all of this over to where the Northeast Soccer Complex is, this is going to be Confederate Drive right through here that cuts across to Marion. Look at that. And this crosses over Old Highway 45 North. This is Tompton. We're getting another buzz here.
Dustin Smith said lots of tree tops and limbs down everywhere in Collinsville.
Yeah.
Someone asked, hey, I'm in Philadelphia. Should I be in the storm room right now?
In Philadelphia area? Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Philadelphia area. It depends on which side of Philadelphia that you're looking at. Let's turn on radar here. If you're on the western side, right now all is good here. Right over here to the county line to where you go into Edinburgh, that Exxon. We've got northern Noxubee County. You got more storms coming. Again, the eastern side of Noxubee County right now is the absolute worst, where the storms are coming just south of the hospital, in between there and Tucker, toward the county line at Newton County is going to be the absolute worst there. That's headed toward Beatline.
Noxubee Western.
Western side, not so much on the western side. No, eastern side, I would be worried. I would be in my safe place. Now, in that same breath, don't use that not to use caution, because if you've got trees, there's still winds with all of this. And this storm here, it could twist and come into the western side. Also, do y'all get some heavy rain? As everything follows right now, it's going to go right. The second pass is coming through. It won't be as heavy as this first round that came through downtown Philadelphia a little bit ago, but still heavy. Now, as we get into Lauderdale County, and again, we've got a lot of hail that's been popping up out here in the West Lauderdale area, all around the Piggly Wiggly, those areas there. We've got a bunch of hail that showed up. Let me go back there and pull that up.
Andrew Cooley said, tree down at Chunky Duffy and Province Road in Newton County. Laura Tucker said, torrential rain and strong winds between Point and Broadmoor in Meridian. Elena Spears says tree down on Hammock Road. Norma Rose says power out on Highway 80, 8th Street Road area. And Walter Miner said tree down on 494 past Cicalina.
Ooh, that's a bunch.
That's a bunch of trees down.
Lynn just said that the National Weather Service just listed out at Key Field winds being at 59 miles an hour.
Ooh.
So that's pretty strong there for what the National Weather Service has clocked. And as we've looked at radar here, we've had several of those that have come across here that have been serious. Now, if you'll see this, all this pink that is showing up on radar is hail out by the Evangel Temple. As this goes southward toward Clark County. Now, Clark, y'all got all of this coming. If you're in Clark County, it's not right up on you yet. I got a text from Debbie just a little bit ago. She was camping this weekend. I think it's time to pack the camper up. If you got to own it, be getting it in and shutting everything down, buttoning it back up, and smelly stuff back in the bag there, Deb. You got to take it back to the house.
Stuff.
Yeah. All right. I'd like to say thank you also to SMI Automotive, one of our sponsors that help us out there on 22nd Avenue. Drop in and see Joe if you need any accessories for your trucks. Sanders Gas, where you too can have a generator and keep going should the weather turn bad. Talk to them. Graphics Guru, they help you out with any of your lettering. If you need business cards, they do all that, including signs. Also, a big thank you to Rick Justice Automotive and the Precast Group. They always help us out there. If you need a storm shelter, the Precast Group will be on the situation to help you out there. Also, the Red Fireworks Barn. They're going to be selling fireworks here in the next little bit, probably starting about next week, getting ready for the big fireworks 4th of July coming there out in the southeast community. As we watch more and more of this, and if y'all just saw that, just then as radar updated, heavier hail now picking up from downtown Meridian. And as you get right there along 22nd Avenue and across where it is at Walmart, that is where we've got the heaviest of hail falling right now in Lauderdale County. Now, as this moves out, and again, if you've got a car note that scares you, you might want to put it up. You don't want to get that thing all beat up by some hail that is coming down. So take heed on that as well. Let's go back and go to EMEPA once again.
Christy Wright said there's a tree on the power line south of Collinsville. John Field says power out from Fairchild Springs to Nellyburg from Fire Tower Road. Kenny Mona said high winds on King Road near North Hill Street. Power is flicking. Christy Belk said power out on Beatline Community about 10 to 12 miles south of Philadelphia. Road 276. And Desi Ross said power is out on 29th Avenue in Meridian.
There's a bunch of it, and we do appreciate all the comments. And if you would do this as you're watching, if you would hit share on your phone so others can see it. There's some folks that don't know that we do this, and we'd like for everybody to be safe as this comes along. But if you'll share this, more people can see it on your timeline and catch up with what the weather is doing. I would appreciate that, and thank you on that. As we go back to EMEPA pulling up power outages, we're now at 3,500 total, 3,520. As we go to look at where it is, still Kemper County, the highest, 2,700 almost there in Kemper, 817 in Lauderdale. Newton has rose to 40, 2 in Neshoba County, and still 1 in Clark County as we look at what's going on with the power outages this afternoon with the EMEPA. We go back across and take in radar. And again, let's pull radar back up where you can take a look at this. Lauderdale County, you're under this until 4 o'clock this afternoon. Now, the last alarm that just went off takes in Clark County, now under a severe thunderstorm warning as we look at this. This is going to take in, and this is until 4:45, about 1 hour from now. So we've got a little ways to go as we follow these storms here. And y'all be prepared as this comes across. This is going to cut across all of this area here where Clarko State Park is. It'll come out to where the landfill is. Cooper's Chapel is there. It's going to be western Clark County and south, down to the south there, to Shibuda, back west as we move into Jasper County, which is also under severe thunderstorm warning now until 4:45 also. So we've got a little bit of time ahead of us as slowly this rain is coming out of Lauderdale County into there. Now, let's go back up. We've got some more things happening here in Philadelphia. If you're out by the Noxubee County Fairgrounds, be prepared. You got some heavy showers headed your way here, thunderstorm activity. And this is in the watch box area here of a thunderstorm warning. We look at this, and this will be at Linwood within 11 minutes, the Dixon community in 17 minutes, and Dover within about a half an hour as we look at that. And that's right there at the county line as we put 30 minutes out on this storm. The Noxubee County Fairgrounds is right here. This is Dixon. This is going to just barely miss where the Noxubee County Fairgrounds is. The heavier range is south of there. And as we dip down here, this area right here, this is Noxubee Baptist. Just north of Noxubee Baptist right now, we've got a storm that we're watching here. Let me close this out so we can pull this one up here. This will be at Noxubee within 3 minutes, right there where the church is. Cut across Dover within 17 minutes. Reach Kitchener within 26 minutes, and Prospect within 27 minutes if you're in the Noxubee County area there. Southwest Noxubee County, y'all be prepared. These storms are cutting right across there as we look at this as it comes down. We're right here at Union. Y'all are starting to get it. Downtown Union, y'all have got heavy rain now. As we come across here at Rock Creek, right before you get into to Union there. And this is going to be sitting on Greenland Road here. This is where the storm is. Right there is where Short Road is. This is Greenland. This storm will reach Willoughby by 3:48 within 3 minutes, Rock Branch in 6 minutes, and reach Stratton within 18 minutes. So there's some strong thunderstorm activity that is fixing to pounce into to Newton County. Y'all be prepared for this. Now, the eastern side of Newton County is where the severe thunderstorm warning is, but we've got storms moving in. Actually, that is also, we've got two different severe thunderstorm warnings for there. We've got one that runs until 4:45, and then this one will run until 4 o'clock. So we got one that has about 10 minutes here on the east side, and this western side here is until 4:45. So we've got a lot of rain that is coming. Y'all be prepared. Is if you're anywhere here at Conahatta, y'all got storms that are in the process of coming that way. All out here by Turkey Creek, y'all are going to get some storms out of this as well. Now, let's across here in Newton County, we've got a lot of rain right there at Lazy Acres Christmas Tree Farm. We move into Lauderdale County here, all out here, 494. Look at that rain that's pouring down. Still heavy from the intersection there. When you come out of Noxubee County into Lauderdale County and you make it to that stop sign there in Collinsville, it's going to be downpouring all the way. Look at that, how heavy that is there at the four-way stop. We follow this in. It's going to be all the way past Walmart. You would have to get all the way out of the county before you get out of this. Now, big picture, let's look at the worst of rain in Lauderdale County. And this is all of this area here out to Rainbow Lakes, and then cuts across right there at Marion and across where the soccer complex at Northeast Elementary, and back over across Oak Tibby is where the severe thunderstorm warning is for Lauderdale County. Right here at the Evangel Temple, if you're out here 145 South, right out of town, as we start at the Evangel Temple, look how heavy this rain is. And this will follow Highway 145 and then 45, that area there, all there through Wolf Springs, Stinson. Look at that. Heavy rain. Now, on the north end, the south end of this, let's zoom in on this. This is going to be Shields Road, right off of 45 on the east side of that. This storm is making its way, and it doesn't list a town because there's not officially a townhood. But if you'll look at how this works, let's look at the big picture here. This will move into Clark County. Here's Mathis Peaches here, and this will cut right across east of there and head in the direction of Energy Church there. All this heavy rain that is in Lauderdale right now. This is just east of Plant Sweat off of Valley Road right here where Plant Sweat is. Just a few feet through the bushes there is where that heavy storm is. Now, we don't have really anything going on out in Wyandotte right now. It's just west of there is where all that is. Now, we've got rains that are starting to move down toward Clarko State Park, Jay's Taxidermy, just a few feet, the railroad track sitting here in front of Jay's, right behind it across here, you're going to get, and that's going to still be considered Quitman. As you come in on Highway 18, right there at Highway 18, look at all that rain there that follows down to DeSoto where the church is there. All of that, dumping buckets of rain. And again, y'all are under that severe thunderstorm warning until 4:45 this afternoon. That's a good ways off. 55 minutes remaining on that. Have we got any more updates, Madison?
A lot of power is out. Don Pace said there's a large pine tree down across West Lauderdale Road. Steve Jackson says power out in Clark County. Emily Martin says terrible wind here in North Enterprise. Barbara Singleton said power out on Highway 495. Lots of wind. Mike Howington said power out in Little Rock. And that's about it right now.
So that's what we've got caught up. If you've got a comment, you've got power outages, you've got wind damage, let us know. And again, if you've got pictures, we'd love to have those as well.
How would you want them to send it to you? On Facebook?
Facebook, inbox that, and it's an easy click for me to do that and show everybody else. If you've got a video or if you've got a picture to share with us. Let us say thank you to some more of the folks that sponsor our weather. Why Not Motorsports Park? If you hadn't been to a race lately, and I know it got rained out in the middle of that last night out there, but the races are coming back in a couple weeks. As we move into this, make sure to go back out and visit with Rodney and the gang at Why Not Motorsports Park. Kim's Photography, if you've got pictures that need to be made, weddings, seniors, whatever the case is, Kim will do that. Also, Freeman Tractor, if you're needing a new riding lawnmower, go by and see them there. Skag, and of course, Exmark, two of the best that you can get. Make them handy there for you. Master Flow Plumbing, where they handle all your plumbing needs from Hattiesburg all the way to the Mississippi Gulf Coast. If you need plumbing, talk to them. They'll help you there. As I mentioned, the Red Barn Fireworks, they're going to be taking care of things for you at 4th of July. And the Precast Group, always helping you out there. If you need a storm shelter, talk to them. And also our friends at Citizens National Bank, local folks, the power of local. If you hadn't visited with them lately and need a home, talk to Virgie Palmer, Lisa Goodman, they help you there. Any of the gang there that help you get a house financed, they help me. They got me my building loan and got it going. Nothing like it. They'll come to you and help you out, whatever you need. Citizens National Bank, talk to them. All right, as we go back to radar, let's go back in. It's just tons of homes without power right now as we look at radar. And we've been sitting here looking at a still shot for the last moment as I talk there. Now, the severe thunderstorm warning for Lauderdale County has shifted a little bit there, as we mentioned there, as we showed it moved in now to the southern portion of Lauderdale County there, right here at Northeast High School. And then this is Russell Christian Academy here. This takes in back here all the way across into Noxubee County over to Decatur and Newton. These areas here are still under a severe thunderstorm warning until that's going to run until 4 o'clock. So we've got 7 minutes remaining on this for these two here. Now, southern Lauderdale County, again, getting still a lot of heavy. So if you're here in northern Enterprise area here, where Mathis Peaches is, right here at the Clark, Dunn's Fall, y'all are getting ready to get a lot of rain. It hadn't reached you yet, but it's coming. The Clarkdale Superette, a lot of rain coming down there right now. Again, in Lauderdale County, we go just past the Evangel Temple. After you drop off just past it there, Wolf Springs is where we see the heaviest of heaviest. Stinson, as we follow Atwood Road across here, Nestor Road. Look at all of that rain. Atwood, Stonebriar Road, that subdivision that's in there. A lot of rain back here, and there's a lake sitting right here, if I remember correctly there, and pouring rain there. So y'all be careful in those areas there. Now, on the east side, we're still looking good out here in the Wanot area. Not really any rain at the present time. Light rain up through Noxubee, but this western side, downtown Meridian, and all of this area here is where the massive storm has rolled through. And boy, it's a heap of it there. Now, we go back up into Kemper County. Kemper County at this point is now out of the severe thunderstorm warning, and just the watch remains until 7 o'clock. And you have to remember, when we started this day off, this was not predicted at 7 o'clock. It would be 10 o'clock before they realized that storms were going to start. They started in Alabama and made its way across to us. As we look at this, we got a bunch of areas there of outside of Mississippi that are that are getting also these severe thunderstorm warnings from Kentucky, Virginia, and West Virginia. And I appreciate Lynn pointing that out and sharing that with us. But it is massive storms that are going across the Southland at this point here. And let's back out. I hadn't showed a picture of what we've got, a big screenshot of what we've got. All of this pink area here down to Baton Rouge is the severe thunderstorm watch until 7 o'clock tonight. And this takes in all of Mobile. We got some activity down here in New Orleans coming in from the Gulf. As we move up through the state, up here in the northern part of the state, as we get into near Tupelo, we've got a bunch of hail, and all this stuff is going to be moving south. So again, depending on which way this handles later this afternoon, we could get some more rounds. Starkville right now, Winston County, y'all got another round coming out of Starkville that's going to move into the Louisville area here in just a little bit. This will be reaching Double Springs within 10 minutes. We got some watches and warnings up there as well. Eupora, a lot of rain there as well. Another alarm going off there. We'll give that a second and see what the latest is that's been added to our little thunderstorm activity this afternoon. It's been a bunch. Let's go here and turn off radar to where we can see here an update. And what we've got is, looks like this is going to be on into Jasper County is what it's looking like. Severe thunderstorm warning until 4:45 there for Jasper County as well. As we look across here, we've got Newton County still under severe thunderstorm warning until 4:45 also. And then we take in Scott County until 5:15, one of our newest that we've got here. As we look at this, Leake and Scott County have been added to this severe thunderstorm warning until 5:15. Radar just picked up severe thunderstorms that were located along a line extending from Edinburgh to near Prospect to near Garlandville, moving southwest at 35 miles an hour. With this, a 60-mile-an-hour gust. Radar indicated, and this is going to be upon Forest and Carthage, along with Morton, Edinburgh. These areas here are going to be in the path of the storms as we watch this. All right, that's what we've got there.
Tony Keller says there's a tree across the road on Highway 495.
Tree across the road on Highway 495?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. I've got...
The power is out in Chamberville and Hickory. Power's still out in Union.
Union is out?
Mm-hmm.
Without power?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was checking to see Candace had sent some form of a message. I was waiting to hear back from her what she had to say there. But as we look at this, it's massive of the rain that we've gotten. Again, all that we've got are severe thunderstorm warnings, but that doesn't change the fact, and let me stress that these are high wind areas that we've been watching with these thunderstorm warnings that have come out. We've got numerous trees, roof damage to a lot of homes. Now, as of yet, they have not released any of the storm damage reports. So if you've got one, we'd love to hear from you. If you've got any damage, so we can pass that along. If you've encountered trees across any roads, please let us know so we can put that out. If you are with a volunteer fire department and y'all are on a call and a road is blocked in any shape, form, or way, let us know so we can pass that along to everybody. Sebastopol, Aaron Hillman is saying that some light rain and wind there in East Sebastopol this afternoon as we look at that. Again, this is creeped across, and now if you're right down here.
Another tree is down on Highway 80 at Newton and Lauderdale County line in Chunky.
So Chunky has taken a huge hit here this afternoon. I know we've gotten several reports. Here's Chunky right here on the radar. So a bunch of trees and wind. Let's go back and look at our wind here, what we've still got going on with the wind this afternoon. And again, when you're looking at this is the wind. Let me turn off radar. Right there is where the wind is this afternoon.
Oh.
Does this show anybody's home? Do you recognize it?
Holly sent me a picture of it when she was coming home from town.
Yeah.
There was a tree across the road. She didn't say where, but it slapped.
So that could possibly be on 491 out of Philadelphia there, headed on there. So I would think that would be down from where the school is, from Neshoba Central, somewhere on that road there. If you've got a confirmation on that, we'd like to know about that as well. Big thank you to
She said it was a
Jonathan Ritchie
couple
watching
miles.
also.
A couple miles away from her house.
Okay, so that would near Bloomfield in that area there. As we
She had to use someone's yard to get around to get
There's a
home.
big tree, and if you'll send that to me on Facebook, I'll show that here in just a second there. Let's see, Candace. Let's see here. What did she say? Candace has no power. Trees are still falling through the woods in her area there, right up in this area here. Now, as we look at this, what I've got pulled up on radar is all wind, all of this green stuff. That is just the high winds that are knocking down these trees this afternoon. Be careful. Now, I hadn't gotten reports of accidents, but there's always a good chance when we have this that somebody's lost control of a car and run off the edge of the road. It's pretty dangerous there. So be careful if you're in that area there. All right, we look at this. Stonewall, let's zoom in on this. Scooba, west of you, you've got a bunch of wind there following Highway 45 due north there. North of Quitman, as we go through the Stonewall Enterprise, look at all the wind that we're picking up. As we come on into western out here by the airport, and this is going to go into Chunky, where we've had a bunch of damage, over to Hickory and over into Newton. And this is going to take us right over here to almost to Scott County, right up to the line there. All right, let's turn this off and see what we've got going on with hail still. We turn off the damaging wind, and let's go here and take a look at hail.
Pam Keller says her dad has a big tree on his shop in Collinsville.
That's in Collinsville?
Mm-hmm. And Mandy Haley says Craig Road is blocked in Kemper off of Highway 39.
Ooh. So we got several roads there. Write that down. Craig Road blocked in Kemper County. That's, again, off of Highway 39. Karen Duncan, how are you doing? I always say Duncan, you're married now, and you've been married for 20-something years. I'm sorry about that. But she points out that power's out in Ponte Hills Road. I'm going to catch on to that Cummins last name. You just give me another 20 years. I'll catch on. So I'm coming along. Let's see. What did Kim Smith say?
Kim Smith, hearing either police or ambulance sirens sounding like it's on Highway 19. We're in Lake Roscollins.
And that would be up near the Piggly Wiggly there in that area, that right up in here. Now let's look at hail. If what has come down. This is the areas that the hail has come through around DeKalb as we go into the southern portion of Lauderdale County, and this is still ongoing now. What we've got south of town, if you'll follow Highway 45 out past the Evangel Temple, and we move into just east of Enterprise. Look at this hail that's coming down. Bassick, still getting some hail there. And just west of Highway 45, here's Sable, here's the Roy community. Y'all have been getting some hail too. And again, watch this damage. So if you live south around Stonewall, these areas here, you still got time to get your cars put up before this hail comes in and tries to tap on it and damage your vehicle. So you want to get that moved out of the way. Now let's go back to radar and turn that back on now and pull this up here.
Jan Gunn said it's terrible in Enterprise. Lots of wind and rain.
And she's 100% right. As we pull this up, look at this. All of Enterprise. And let's turn our location so we can show you exactly what we've got. Here's the high school right here. And as you get to the high school and go anywhere east in Enterprise, the worse it's going to get. As we look at the Dollar General there and we go south down to Long's Fish Camp, look here along here as we get to Long's Fish Camp. That is heavy, heavy rain there. Waterby, pouring rain. As we go across Stonewall, all of this area, if it's not pouring at your house, and this is heavy rain, if you're in Stonewall and east of Stonewall, if you will look just north of there, what's going on up here at Enterprise is coming up on Stonewall now. I know it's raining hard, but it's fixing to get heavier. So be prepared, Stonewall. This storm is on you. Down here, Clarko State Park, look at this. Pouring rain there also. And this is following Highway 45. This is where you turn right here to go into downtown Quitman. And we've got rain all around the co-op. Pouring rain there. We go east of town. This is going to be out at Archusa. Light rain at Archusa now, and out at Cooper's Chapel, we've got some light rain, and just now some showers reaching the landfill. We go south and follow Highway 45 to DeSoto. West of 45 at the moment is where all this rain is, and west of Scooba. Still, again, under a severe thunderstorm warning until, let me double check my times. We got some mini out there until 4:45. Again, Scott County got added just a few moments ago to this. Light showers here in the northern portion of Wayne County.
A lot of people are saying Enterprise is getting rough right now.
Yeah.
Ashley Galen says she still has power, but it's flashing back and forth.
So she's got the flickering power
and
that's
Jane
happening.
Guns has a lot of wind and rain. And Bernadette Odom says it's pouring near Mathis Produce.
I can see that. As we look here, and we'll come back over here to that is just bright red right there in Enterprise area. They're all over here to Mathis Peaches. Y'all are cutting up Dunn's Fall, Stuckey's Bridge. All this is coming out of Lauderdale County now, and y'all and just dumping it. This is what's come through from Kemper County all the way down. So if you're in this area here, do expect some tree damage because the storm is noted for all of this over the past few moments, over the last 3 counties that has come across. We've gotten a bunch of damage here. Let me check something real quick here. Let me check another screen. I wanted to make sure, see if anything on the inbox had come in, because it could have. Let's see here. All right, I've got this comes in from Emily Plowman. And let's pull this up. This is at Pine Forest Baptist Church. Let's pull up this picture here. Can y'all see that? That's a tree all the way across there, right at Pine Forest Baptist Church there. Pretty serious one there. All right, I want to say I got in another one here. This comes in from Brad Alexander. This is going to be... We've got in a couple of videos there, and let's pull this up where everybody can see this also. And this is Collinsville is where this is. As we pull up this up, we'll watch these 2 videos here of what we've got here. Now, if you'll see the trees swaying there in the background off of her deck there, look at that.
Ooh.
That, let me pause that. I clicked that wrong as we keep watching that. Those trees are bowing. And that was before the rain, I believe. As we watch a few minutes of that. All right, that went sideways on me somehow or another. Wow.
That looks rough.
All right, let's go back to the second video that she sent in here. And I would have to save that to twist that around as the way that's happening. That is serious. Look at that. I know that that's tilted a little strange, and I'll blow it up. But that's tilted, and you can turn your phone sideways if you've got that. If you're watching, have this thrown up on television, a little bit harder to watch. But strong winds there that move through the Collinsville area there. And again, if you've got a picture or video, we'd love to get that from you as well. And this is how all this is falling across the streets here in the last little bit of who, what, and why. So be careful if you're out and about this afternoon. This is, by all means, very serious matter as we track this weather. All right, let's go back over here to radar and see what we've got going on. Enterprise, y'all are still in our thoughts because this is where the main force of this storm is headed at this point. We've moved, most of Lauderdale County now is out of the severe thunderstorm warning. We moved down, this is going to be extreme southern Lauderdale County that is still under this severe thunderstorm warning. This picks up here at Stuckey's Bridge, right there, and will cut across, takes in Dunn's Fall, and go to the county line over here, and then dives off into Clark County. All of this area here at Enterprise, if you're in there, it's pouring on you. Stonewall, heavy rain, all the way back over here to Clarko State Park. That is some of the worst that we've got this afternoon. As we follow this, let's get down in here. We got some storm tracks. Here's downtown Quitman. As we go west out past the co-op, this storm is going to be at Hale within 20 minutes, and then Detwilder by 22 minutes. It'll reach there at 4:30. Now, again, this severe thunderstorm warning will last until 4:45. So we've got 35 more minutes remaining on that. Now, let's move out here and move on down here. Still, this is staying west of the Dollar General for the time being. There's a couple of areas there. Y'all are going to get wet, but so far, these storms have stayed to your west, but it is coming. It's going to be coming right down on you as this storm moves south. Now, Lake Edens area, y'all be prepared. I know it hadn't dumped rain on y'all yet, but y'all got it. As you get just a little bit of break, here's Enterprise and the Dollar General, just barely a little area there that doesn't have rain. And it's now reaching there at Pine Hill Cemetery, right there off of 59. As we come across here at Pachuta, and we look back here toward Lake Edens. All right, Lake Edens, you're going to be getting this in the next, I'd say, 10 minutes. It will reach Barnett right here within 25 minutes. This is the 30-minute line as we look at this. But this storm is headed right there toward the lake. So if you're in that area there and just west of downtown Pachuta, expect storms. That second storm line that we've got there in Clark County, as we look at this, we'll take it down past DeSoto here in the next 30 minutes and passing right there at Highway 18 at Harmony Baptist Church. Y'all are going to get a lot of this rain shower activity as well. All right, let's move back up in here and go to Newton. All around here at East Central Decatur, right there, East Central, a lot of rain. Now, the worst has passed. You've got some more heavy rain coming, but the worst of the storms have passed through downtown Decatur, crossed over where Lazy Boy is. Now, as weird as this is the line here. We got heavy rain as you come out of Meridian there and go past Chunky, still some rain. We've had a lot of damage in that area from wind. Rose Mobile Homes, it picks up intensity all the way into Newton. And as you get past down here to where Lawrence is, where the post office is, look at that. Downtown Newton right now, where the high school is, Newton County High, pouring rain on y'all. And this will come down past Myers Processing right in here. All of this area there at Myers is just pouring rain on them as well. As we pull this up, Calhoun, you'll have the storm in 3 minutes. That's sitting right there. Baxter will get this within 21 minutes. We go to the second storm, Bethel Community. You'll get this within 8 minutes, and Pilgrim Grove within 11 minutes. Roberts will get this storm within 21 minutes. That's a lot of rain that is going to be moving right into Jasper County in these areas. Montrose, y'all haven't gotten anything yet, but it is coming your way. So we tell our friends there in Montrose, they're in Jasper County, to be ready. As we said, most of Lauderdale County, Kemper County is out of the thunderstorm warned area. We've got still some heavier rain around Scooba, taking down to Bodka Valley in these areas, all the way down here to the Chicken Shack. Almost as you go on the other side, you get to the top of the hill coming toward Lauderdale County, and you get to the top of where 2 Mile Hill is. It's going to break and be light rain all the way into Lauderdale, and you won't hit rain until you get to southwestern Lauderdale County. Let's go back over and radar updated at 411. Let's go ahead and give this a boot up to make sure that it has the absolute latest. All right.
Porterville does not have power. Julie Parker says terrible winds, rain, lightning, and hail in Orange, Mississippi, Jasper County. Jennifer Brownlee says wind is crazy in Pachuta.
All right, we got another alert going off. Pachuta, yeah, getting that rain there. All right, let's do this.
Or Pachuta?
Pachuta.
You said Pachuta.
Well, I've been talking for an hour and a half. I could have.
Is it part of that Southern accent?
I wouldn't say it's a Southern accent. It's called a slur after talking for a long time. All right, let me do another update and turn radar off. Let's do this and just do all right, they're taking. Kemper has now been dropped out of that. Let's update here. As we look, this area here is being dropped under the severe thunderstorm watch. We've got now Starkville, these areas here. All right, let's go into Newton County and look at all of our warnings that we've got. Let's start here at Carthage. So we've got a severe thunderstorm warning till 5:15. This takes in Leake and Scott County, and this will go until 5:15. As we move down here, let's follow these storms that we've got here. Newton County, we move into Newton. This is a severe thunderstorm warning for another 30 minutes until 4:45 there. And this is going to be for Jasper and Newton County, Western Clark, Southwestern Lauderdale County that originally had that. Again, as we look at this, this is... as we come across, this is Scott County, which also has a severe thunderstorm warning until 5:15. We move south. Clark County, western Clark County until 4:45. We move across here. and we have a severe thunderstorm warning until 5:30, and this is what fired that off. Southern Jasper, Smith County, Northeastern Covington County, and Jones County until 5:30. That was just sent off a few moments ago. The National Weather Service located a severe thunderstorm along a line extending from Lake to Montrose to near DeSoto, moving it southwest at 35 miles an hour. Now, that's what I mentioned a moment ago. If you live there across there, Montrose and those areas there coming south of Newton, you've got heavy rain headed your way. Let's go back and turn back on radar now that we're 100% sure. This is that area here, Jones County. All of this is going to come out of Clark, Wayne County, that western side. Y'all have got also a severe thunderstorm warning. All of this western areas, this stuff kind of drifts to the southwest from Clark County. Now, let's turn back on our locations. I know we still got a lot of folks here that are watching in Clark County. Let's see here. Strong thunderstorm from Lake Louise to Vinland and South Lake Orange counties will push east. We've got up in here, this is our areas here. Look at all that rain here on the south edge of Alabama. As we look at York, it's not the intensity that we've got down in Clark County right now, but we do have some heavy rain here happening all up through here, outskirts of Livingston. Still, you've got the rain in Kemper, but not nearly what you had just a little bit ago. We've lost that severe thunderstorm warning there in Kemper. All right, let's dive into Clark County now and take a look at what we've got going on. As we start here at Stuckey's Bridge, and then this is moved now. Enterprise, Stonewall, y'all are now out of the warned area. And this includes Clarko State Park. You're out of it. And this is going to pick up, and let's look at our line here. Downtown Quitman is still under this. This picks up here about where Pine Hill Cemetery is there on I-59, right off the side of it. This is all going to be east of here, in between Clarko and there is where this picks up. Let's look at our roads. Picks up right there at Waterby, and we'll cut across the county there in Clark County, taking in just north of the city limits. It just does get in all of Quitman city limits there, and we'll go out past Cooper's Chapel there. Here's the Davis community, and we get out here to Linton Road is where this is going to cut across near Nail Lane, and then go due south, and this will take in out where the landfill is, go due south all the way down to the county line. Right there at the Dollar General, just east of the Dollar General, will be in that. As we pull up our next storm track, we'll look at this. This storm will be at somewhere within 7 minutes. We'll be there by 4:24 this afternoon. All right, let's show you a fan. Here's the Dollar General right there. And this storm is going to go just shy of reaching the Dollar General at Shibuda, and then move right on in, taking in, that's Hawani. It's going to be right to the outskirts of it, to the county line. Now, we have still, even though the thunderstorm warning has expired for downtown Enterprise, as you go to the southeast of Enterprise, look at this. Here's Enterprise here. Y'all know this. Y'all are watching in Clark County right now as we look at these roads here. County Road 3503 is where we're looking at here, and where this joins County Road 350 and County Road 341 in Clark County, 349, where this triangle is here. Look at that rain. That is the worst of what we've got in Clark County right now. Here's Enterprise and just east of town. Here's Stonewall. This will be just north of there. And again, we cross back over. Here's that little airport that we've got there in Clark County there before you get into the city limits there. All downtown. Out to Archusa, getting a lot of rain.
Candace Fuller says it's getting dark in Shibuda, and Robin Miller says it's rough out there. Was coming home from town when the rain guard got knocked off my truck while dodging debris in the road between Newton and Hickory.
Wow. So that got knocked off.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. I was checking to see if we'd gotten any. We haven't gotten any new video. And again, if you've got video or if you've got pictures that you'd like to share of damaged trees or anything like that, we'd love to see that passed along to us as we track all this. Now, let's go back over and update and take a look at our outages that we've got. We're up to 10,510 people on EMEPA without power now. That's a heap of folks. This has been a strong storm that rolled through. Power companies are en route, I'm sure, to get these things straightened back up. Let me see. And again, this is live, so I sort of have to do things as we go live to get things done.
Lenny Reynolds says trees down across Highway 80 and Chunky.
Bunch there.
Oh, geez.
As we look at the counties, still 2,700 in Kemper County without power, 24 in Winston County. We now in Lauderdale County have 6,067. That is the most. It takes over Kemper County. We have nearly, I'll back off of that. We've got 1,055 people in Clark County without power. Newton 572, and Jasper County 57, and 2 in Noxubee County. And again, this is on EMEPA. Let's look at our state. Let's see here. Outages. Let me hit a button here and pull this up, and we'll pull up the state level of what we had. I had to close that a while ago when we were back and forth as that power was acting ugly on me.
Tangi Smith says, please stay off of West Lauderdale Road. Trees down everywhere.
On West Lauderdale Road.
Robin Miller says, everyone, please, please, please stay safe and alert. Austin Adams says, trees down on Highway 494 before Freeman Tractor.
All right. And we did see a bunch of wind that came in across there on 494, Chamberville, out in that area there. All right. Let's go back now and pull this up where you can see statewide what we've got going on in the state of Mississippi. And we'll glance at Alabama also as we do this. As we pull this up, the state of Mississippi is showing that we've got 20,469. Alabama only has 2,800 without power. So let's dig in here and take a look at what we've got going on statewide. Kemper, 3,100 out. Lauderdale County now has 9,208 people without power. That includes Mississippi Power along with EMEPA as the total jumps up there. 6,000 of this is going to be EMEPA that they're working to get back up. So that throws us to roughly about 3,000 that are on the other Mississippi Power without it. Total in that. Noxubee County has 2,550 roughly. 2,550 people without power. We go into Newton County, 2,300. Jasper County, we're at 386, and Clark County has moved that number to 901. That's a good bit of people without power there in Lauderdale, in this area here. As we look here, Leake has got 124. Winston County, not bad at 5, and we've got 0 out in Noxubee County. So that's a quick look at what we've got there as we go back over to radar to take a look at what we've got shaking here. And let me hit that button to make that look a little bit better where it's more legible. All right, as we let's look at what we've got left of warnings that are out here. As this gets better, we've got Lauderdale County now out of the severe thunderstorm warning. As we go, the western side of Newton County still under a severe thunderstorm warning until 4:45. So we've got 35 minutes remaining that on the western side. We move right on over as we move across here, and we go into Scott County. This is going to be until 5:15. As we go down into Smith County, this is going to be until 5:30, and then we move back across here to Jasper County, and there's 2 of them here that we're following in Jasper County. 4:45 here on this the eastern side, and then on the southwestern corner that will go until 5:30. We had 2 there, and then we've got the western side of Wayne County, and then Jones County also under a severe thunderstorm warning until 5:30. And all of this is these storms that started up here that moved in and worked its way right on down. Now, let me show this. This is worth showing here as we pull all this back up. Here's Starkville. Here's Winston County, Louisville area there. And let's turn on some things here where it all is. To give you a visual of what's going on across the state. Here's Mississippi State University. We go due west to there and we pass over Sturgis. And this is Eupora. This is not really that far off. Louisville is sitting right here, and to the northwest of Louisville. And let's just put a distance on this, just to show you from Louisville. This is roughly 25 miles. That's as the crow flies. That's not that far off from Louisville. And of course, if you go from there to Starkville, about the same distance, 27. But let's clear this out now and look at what kind of winds that we've got stirring here west of Ackerman. 58-mile-an-hour shear winds with that, and that's going to be coming through French Camp. If you've got anybody in that area, French Camp, y'all got thunderstorm warnings there as well until 4:45 this afternoon. We've got a ton of these statewide, northern, and we could get another round of this. We've got this till 7 o'clock tonight, the severe thunderstorm watch for all of our area. All of this pink is severe thunderstorm watches, and this is taking in Sumter and also Choctaw County, Alabama. Now, I haven't talked a whole lot about our friends that are over here in Livingston. Y'all do not have any warnings out. You have a severe thunderstorm watch out until 7. This is what you would call moderate to heavy rain. That's all through here at Lake, Louise, all the way around York. And this is going to come up on Cuba there where McElroy Trucking is. All of that area right there. Y'all be ready, York. It's going to be flooding on you. But that heavier rain there, we step back out of this and we look at western Newton County, and it is a ton. Let's see here. Temperatures have dipped too as we look at this, as the temperatures have dropped to about 68 degrees from where it was at that hot. Y'all remember how warm it was earlier there? Big change in the temperature there. And let me see if we've gotten any more messages there. No. As we come across here, all right, let's go back into Clark County. Still got a lot of folks that are watching from Clark County. Any more updates there?
Besides Lynn, can't say no power in Lost Gap County, Fairchild Road.
Fairchild Road there in Lost Gap community. Lost Gap. Y'all be careful there. All right, as we look here, let me make sure that, let me update here. We were off the screen. All right, we show that Enterprise now starting to see some slack in this rain. As we come on down, we show that Lauderdale County, for the most part, look at that. Lighter rain, finally. We've got a little bit here where 493 splits off up here, but nothing like was there earlier. As we bounce on over here to Decatur, look at this west of Decatur, east side of all of this is straightened up. Chunky, y'all look a whole lot better. As we come on down, this is about where the line here. Here's Newton, Mississippi. The line has been pushed and is barely taken in. This is Lawrence. It's just going to be west of Lawrence. So this area is not going to be under this much longer here in Newton County. But heavy rain all the way out here to where we've got at this country corner there at Garland. Y'all know where that store is, sitting right there at the end of that road there, where it dead ends right there. A lot of rain through there, taking in Roberts. Pilgrim Grove and all the way down here through Calhoun area there. But getting better in Newton County. It's still heavy rain as we look here from East Central Community College, and you go back over here to where Turkey Creek Water Park is and follow it down to right there at the Scott County line, and you come on due south of Lawrence. It picks up. That's where that heavy rain is as we go follow Highway 15 toward Montrose. A bunch of rain in there. We follow on down now. We get down here to where Paulding Courthouse is. We got some heavy rain right there at that stop sign. We cut across right here at Lake Edens, and this is where the severe thunderstorm warning begins here. And it goes from Lake Edens down to Heidelberg. This northeast corner here of Jasper County is not under a severe thunderstorm warning. This Rose Hill, y'all are out. Y'all are in the clear. That's good news. We get into Clark County now. Although you're getting buckets of rain there in downtown where the co-op is and back west over to Pachuta, as you follow this right along around here, Highway 512, where Pleasant Hill Baptist Church is, from Quitman all across there, it's still heavier, and that's 2-lane roads. Be extremely careful through that area there if you're driving there. Now, as we drop just past Jay's Taxidermy, as we follow out here out of town, here's Jay's sitting here. We're going to go right here where DeSoto is, where you get off on that intersection, and you take that exit and wind around and you park right there. If you were to take a right and go back this way, you'll get into the severe thunderstorm warning. If you go left toward Jay's, you're out of it. It's kind of like touching two states at once. As we look at this, we've got two storms that we're following in southern Clark County right now. Here's Harmony, the Methodist Church here. We click here, and we see that Summerall will have the storm in 10 minutes. Shibuda will get the storm in 20 minutes, and Hawaii will get it, and if I pronounce that right, in 28 minutes. Hawaii is where they had some damage back in the beginning of when we first got into tornado season. They had some damage earlier in the year. There's some chicken farms in that area there. Always bad to get damaged like that. As we look at this Utica, as we zoom on this is Ditwalder. This is the community of Nancy. This is just due east of Nancy. If you're sitting in Nancy right there, this is where the storm is sitting here. And if you were to follow this road, this is County Road 277. And this is going to cross County Road 250 here in the next few moments and come on down toward the bottom of the county here. And we're starting out. Look at this hail that's popping up here. Right there. All of this area, this is due west of Shibuya. And when the hail light comes on, it's, where we had to turn on to find it a while ago. This is showing that, well, it's increased. And we've got 3 different cells of this in southern, well, it's actually 1 here in Clark County. And as we move over into Jasper County, we've got 2 different cells here of hail that is jumping up and down. Look at that. This is going to be near Lightsey. If you live in the Lightsey community, it'll be with you in 20 minutes. Sandersonville, as you go into Jones County, this is headed toward y'all, and Heidelberg will get this hail within 4 minutes. So be careful there. Kosciuszko, as Lynn pointed out, has got a severe thunderstorm warning until 5:30 now. Do appreciate you throwing that up there, Lynn. It's a bunch of weather that has happened today. It's not over. As we pull this back out, let's turn this off so we can get this statewide look. This is what we're watching right here. Now let's turn this on so you can see the movement of how the storm is doing. See how all of this is moving south? So what this tells us is what we've got right here, this is going to be coming back down through here. Y'all see that? Let me pull that to where you see it a little bit better and hit play again there. As the big picture. All of this is moving down south. So if you've got, as we look at these images that are north of here, we've got plenty of all of this right here. All of this is going to be making its way down through here. We've got shear wind still happening here west of Starkville. Look at there.
Roy Ellis says power keeps going on and off at Quitman, Meridian Highway at Clark and Lauderdale line. And Michael Lundy says Highway 514 has no power.
Yeah, so a bunch of that. So, and again, we appreciate all of the comments that you post on there. We appreciate that as we follow these storms through here. Now, let's look at what we've got with severe thunderstorm warnings. Lauderdale County is looking so much better. Kemper County and Noxubee County, still a lot of rain as we look at this. We come on down here and we follow York, Alabama. We've got a lot of showers there at York. Heavy to moderate rain is what we'll call it. Stretching back over here to Noxubee across Cuba. Again, no warnings there. As we come into Newton County here, the western side there, just barely under a severe thunderstorm warning still. More power issues from what I can see blinking there. We'd gone back on electricity, I think, and we just got another blink, so we may be going back on generator here in a second. Montrose, you are in this severe thunderstorm warning that is issued here. We come down, and we finally see a break for our friends that live in Enterprise there. Pick up with some heavier rain there at Stonewall, and the closer you get to Quitman, the heavier it's going to get. Now, after you pass through the city limits of Quitman and get just due south of there at DeSoto is where the severe thunderstorm warning picks back up. And this includes all this area of Harmony, also Hale. Y'all have got a bunch of Ditwalder as we come on across to the Nancy community. Pouring rain on y'all. Again, under the severe thunderstorm warning that will last, and let's see if I can get this thing to work. Turn that on. Until 4:45. So we've got less than 10 minutes on that. 7 minutes or so. Actually, that's 10, 12 minutes remaining on that. I had to do my arithmetic in my head there of remaining on the severe thunderstorm warning for Clark County. We'll watch this as this stuff goes on south of us toward Wayne County. But we are starting to see some breaks now, getting better all the while as we watch this stuff. Again, we will monitor what's going on up here in the west of Starkville to see if this comes on down and causes more issues in Winston County and then in Neshoba County. I hadn't talked about Neshoba County in the last few moments here. Now, again, if you've gotten damage, wind trees down and we don't know about it yet, post that so we can pass that along to others this afternoon that are watching so they'll know not to go that way. We've had several trees across roads that I know the volunteer fire departments are out busy this afternoon trying to take care of all of this that has happened. So it won't be long. They'll get that stuff cleared up and be almost back to normal. Now, let's go into Noxubee County and go on the west side here. We'll have to go out near Pearl River Resort to find where the heavy rain begins there. Here's where the resort, Pearl River Resort, sitting here, the Golden Moon right there, where the Choctaw Central High School is. Pretty moderate to heavy rain right there. As we go south of there, it'll lighten up a little bit. Doesn't quite make it into where Marshall Ford is. We get down to where the Noxubee County Fairgrounds is, and we're going to go west of there in Dixon, right over here to Dowdleville. And have a bunch of heavy rain through there. As we follow this down all the way over here as we jump across into Leake County, and this right here is going to be the Rosebud Quick Stop. We got heavy rain right there also. Now we follow south. That's still under a severe thunderstorm warning as we move into the next county. Walnut Grove, not so bad in your area there. But we pick up, as I mentioned, severe thunderstorm warnings as we dive down and we dip into Scott County here. We pick up another severe thunderstorm warning that is listed. Yeah, we're back on generator here. Again, this is the eastern side of Scott County. Here's Forest. It's going to come down, and we barely have any of this left that is in Newton County that is under a severe thunderstorm warning. There's a little bit left there. Not much. And it's going to be west here of Lawrence. But pouring rain just the same as we get on down there. I mentioned Garlandville. It's still got a lot of rain there. We still have this severe thunderstorm warning here that is listed right down through here as we get, we got Clark as we come across into Jasper County and then right on into Smith County. Smith's still under a severe thunderstorm warning, although there is no activity occurring there right now. So nothing to worry about. All right. Let's dive back down here into southern Clark County. We've got some more shear winds that are picking up now. All right, let's zoom in on this. This is Shibuda down here. This is going to be Summerall, and we'll go east of Summerall now, and we will get into East Street is where that is. This is County Road 253. This is Summerall. As we look at this, we've got 58-mile-an-hour shear winds. And as we always talk about these shear winds, and again, it never means that they're on the ground when we bring it up, but it does mean that we've got winds in the air and can cause damage. And it's whipping these trees and can lay them down. And a lot of times a shear wind can look like something more than it is. But that's still a lot of wind at 58-mile-an-hour shear winds there. And again, this is east of Summerall in Clark County, due north of Shibuda.
Kim Smith just said, just heard that Collinsville will be without power for a while because the transmission line is out to Collinsville, so it will be a while before they can get power to the substation.
All righty then. That's not good news for anybody that was wanting their power back on. And I'm almost betting that we're still, and it's hard to tell. I never know when ours turns back to power, but I'm almost betting that we're still on generator operating right now. So thankfully, I'm glad we've got that this afternoon. So as we look at these shear winds here, this area here between Shibuda, if you live anywhere here from Summerall to Shibuda, y'all watch this. This could be dangerous. A lot of that. And I'm going to say, all right, let me see if I can, I'm going to send a picture to myself so I can show this one. And send one here. Let me see here what I can do as far as bringing something up. This is going to be, let me show y'all this picture here. This is over on King Road here in Lauderdale County. As we look at pictures of tree damage, wind that came through here to home here. Barry Brand sent this in. This would be right off of King Road is where this would be, around the outskirts of Meridian. So had several of these this afternoon. So again, if you've got pictures, we'd love to see from you as well of what it is, and it just gives everybody a better idea of what's going on out there. We still go back and we look at these shear winds that are going on in Clark County right now. Let me, I need to hit that button so it shows it better, and that it does. All right, as we look at this, again, this is southwestern Clark County that is still under severe thunderstorm warning. We've got heavy rain. We've got moderate rain. Let's start there at Clark State Park. By the time we get to downtown there at the railroad tracks and Quitman and out to Archusa, it picks up to moderate rain. The further south you go past Jay's Taxidermy, the heavier the rain gets. And as we go here, and we're going to zoom in on this, this is Highway 45. This is the Hale community, and as we zoom in on here on radar, this is going to be County Road 260 and 261, and this heads south down here to County Road 271. All right, DeSoto, this is due west of y'all, right off Highway 45. Summerall here, we've got these shear winds sitting over here at 58 miles an hour. East of Summerall, all of this headed toward the Scooba area that is still just in the warned area. You have to go just east of town to get out of this, and this would go over to Nelson Lane is where this would be, where the severe thunderstorm warning cuts its ties there and goes back west. As we drop down into Wayne County, this is Sewanee, where we've had damage before earlier this year. We've got storms that are tracking across there, and we'll be at Woodward's within a half an hour as we look at Wayne County, which is due south of Clark County, if you're trying to figure out on a map what I'm talking about. We've got from Laurel, just due east of Laurel there, we see here that if you were to go east of Laurel and travel toward Waynesboro, it's going to be a rocky road as you go through there. We go up to Heidelberg there as we move over into Jasper County, and the rain's pouring down at Heidelberg all the way down almost to Sandersville. It'll be there within the next few moments as this stuff moves southward into the county there. 40, and as we come back up, let's go here. Let me do an update. I want to make sure that I've got everything as this storm creeps across. I want to make sure, because we've had so many power outages, I want to make sure everything's working properly as we look at this. Yeah.
That didn't sound fun.
And, you know, I don't know that I have windows rattling throughout the area here at the studio. I mean, literally shaking. And even though as you get up in this area here, you don't see any major storms that's coming back over here to the east, but lots of thunder. So serious stuff there as we move on down here in the county. Let's see here. Let's take a back, and I got the lightning turned on, ground to cloud. Let's turn that back on there. And then let's look at our hail that we've got shaking right now. And as we saw right through there, that's where that hail path came down. As you go into Clark County here, and this is where it's still active around Scooba right now. We still have this right through here. If you're anywhere south of Quitman, that's where it started, and still got those hail coming down in these areas here all the way to Scooba and east of there. And we cut across a little bit of hail south of Hattiesburg. And then if you're going to be cutting across there from Laurel before you get to Waynesboro, you got some hail there as well. As we go back up in here, look at all this in Kemper County that we got here. We had a little bit here out in Collinsville, and a little bit there across where Northeast Elementary from Highway 39 to Briarwood in that area there. But boy, when you got into Kemper County, it dumped buckets of it. And as you go across here and you looked into Philadelphia, east of there on Highway 19 with some areas of hail this afternoon also. All right, let's look at our winds of what we still got going on with winds, and let's turn that off. All right, let's do this. This is the wind path here, and it shows, let me turn this radar off here. What we're showing here is that was some heavy, heavy wind that happened right there on the Newton County line, right there as it goes into Neshoba. Right in that area there were some heavy winds that came around, and this is the path that it took. And as you get down here to Scooba, if you'll look at that, right there Here's downtown Scooba, and we zoom in on this, and we'll look at these streets here. Right there, County Road 214. Right in that area there, just southwest of Scooba. Serious wind that came through. Also right here at Langston, out at Mathersville here in Clark County, if you'll look at that. Now, the watch box area is right there, but boy, that is some serious stuff there. And let's turn that off and go back to radar now. Now, if you've got a question, feel free to pass that along. Damage and wind path. Let me turn that off and go back here. All right. All right, let's start. I'm telling you, this has been one of those storms that has been a handful tonight.
I'm gonna go see if the generator's still running.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, but you can go check on that and see if we're back on electricity, whichever the case is. All right, let's go back up and take a look at our power outages, and let's update this. This is going to be EMEPA, to where our number has climbed to 11,585 people without power now. So this is a true tell of what has gone on over the last little bit. Let's see here. We just got in a note. A capsized personal watercraft on Noxubee, unknown if operator is present or not. So what we've got is a boat that is upside down at Noxubee. Hopefully there's nobody in that. As we get more information on that, we'll pass that along. But breaking news is we have a capsized boat out at Noxubee. Again, unknown if the operator was on the boat or not. We'll find out more about that here in the next few moments. So say a little prayer that everybody is okay with that. And we do need those during this. All right, let's look at our counties here, this 11,000 that we've got now without power. We still show that Kemper County is sitting in at 2761. We've got 6,097 people in Lauderdale County, 22 people in Winston County without power. We move into Clark, which that number has dramatically climbed, where it was earlier only 500. I think it was a couple of hundred. Now we're at 2,074 people in Clark County without power. As we look at Newton County, we're at 572. Jasper County, 57, and 2 in Noxubee County. So now let's go back up, and I want to say that's not the right one. Let me pull this up and find what I wanted to find here. Let's update here and look at Mississippi Power. Mississippi Power is now showing that they are up to almost 5,000 people without power. In this area right here from Nellyburg, if you're looking at this, out in the Collinsville area there without power there, that's a lot there. I'm looking for, here we go, our state. Let's update this. We were earlier at 20,000, and let's see what we've got now in the statewide without power as we pull this up. We're up to almost 23,000 now statewide without power in Mississippi. That's a heap of folks there. And again, the majority of it right through our area here in east central Mississippi has taken the beating on all of this. We've got Sharon Parker. Don't worry about typos, Sharon. I do typos all the time. That just happens. But Philadelphia home in Cicalina, second time in a month. So I'm taking it with some. Phil and Beverly Odom had some damage to a home in Cicalina. Is the way I'm reading it. Second time within a month they've had damage. Sharon, what type of damage did they get? Was it a tree or something to that effect? Let us know what all went on there. And prayers for them. There's nothing worse than your home being struck some type of damage during a storm. It's pretty bad. Your life is just rearranged there for quite some time. All right, let me check here and make sure we hadn't gotten any new messages. And I think we're current on messages that we're sending. All right, let's go back to radar and pull this back up now. All right, and weather, that's the best way to see that. And I wanted to make sure I got something else turned on. All right, I updated our scroller at the top that will throw up more across the state of Mississippi. If you want to read that ticker as it comes across, that's issuing all that is current with thunderstorm activity, any warnings that are issued in the state. All right, let's go back and dive back in here into to radar. Winston County, just to the west of Winston County, we still have Attala County under severe thunderstorm warning until 5:30, so about 40 minutes remaining on that. We're out of all thunderstorm warnings for Noxubee County, also Kemper County. Lauderdale is clear. Newton County is clear now. We have a little bit remaining in Scott County. And if you're hearing that noise beep, that is the National Weather Service updating, just so you'll know what that noise is. Somewhere in the state, something's going on. As we go here, Clark County now out of a severe thunderstorm warning. That has ended. And we've got Wayne County now that is under a severe thunderstorm warning. We go into Jones County here in Laurel that will be under, let's look at this, make sure I'm right on all this, a thunderstorm warning until 5:30 this afternoon for Jones County in this area. So things are shaping up. Let's turn off radar and take a look at the entire state of what we've got. Now, they have canceled, as you get into Kemper County here, the severe thunderstorm watch. That is gone out of Kemper and Noxubee County. That is good news, and this travels on up to Lowndes County to Columbus. Now, still included all this Winston, and as we jump down through Noxubee County, all of this is still under it. We've got more storms that are up in the north. And let's start at the top of the state. Here's Tupelo, a severe thunderstorm warning until 5 o'clock. That's about 9 minutes remaining on that. For Lafayette, Chickasaw, Calhoun, Union, and also Pontotoc County. As we look at, and again, I'm giving the state because whatever is north of here will most likely make its way through our area again later on. And we want to make sure that we kind of aware what's above us. We come over here and we've got some more warnings that are listed here. 545, severe thunderstorm warning for Sunflower, also Carroll, Grenada, and LaFleur counties. And again, that's until 545. So 45 minutes remaining on these that are north of us. As we come on down, we've got another one here. And this will be for Attala County, and that's going to be until 5:30. Attala's not that. That's Kosciuszko is where that is, to give you some relationships as to where it is. Now, we get to Noxubee County. That is out. We get to Lauderdale. That is out. All of our bad stuff out of here west in Scott County. As we drop down into Smith County, that's going to be until 5:30, about 30 minutes remaining on that. So this stuff is moving south as we look at this until 5:30. Also, as we mentioned, these counties here for Jasper Smith, and that's going to be until 5:30. So things have cleared up a whole lot. Now let's turn radar back on to take a look at what we've got still remaining here. And we'll start here and then just work our way. Now, this is pretty serious stuff. And again, let's look at here, turn radar on to show you the direction of this. You see what I mean of all of this, how this would affect us later on if there's more up there? See how this is moving due south? It's got just a little bit of a southwest turn right through here. But most likely we're going to get some more rain before this is all said and done. Hopefully this will die down in intensity before it reaches the central part. And if this were to come on down, this would be skirting Scott County, these areas here toward Brandon. Hopefully this right here will miss us and die out before it comes down. But we're watching anything that's north of Kemper County, Noxubee County, and Winston counties that could possibly affect us later on. Let's see here. Charleston, West Virginia, there's also a lot of rain coming down there. Thunderstorm warnings in Laurel, Ellisville, Raleigh until 5:30. I appreciate that update there. As we get into Lauderdale County, let's look at the rain. We've got moderate rain here let's turn on our locations here. Here's City of Marion, and we come over here to Rainbow Lakes, out to where Russell Christian Academy is, all the way out to where Noxubee is, those areas there. Alamucci has got still heavy rain out to Wynot Motor Sports Park. Rodney, you needed just a little bit more rain, didn't you? As we move into York, Alabama, look at this. It's still steady all the way down to Lisbon, Pennington, Alabama. And as we go down to the courthouse there in Butler, Alabama, all the way up to the courthouse. I know you've ridden by it many, many, many times. All right, we jump back over here into Clark County. And this is going to pick up right here at Archusa and south of Quitman now. Here's Quitman High School. Still raining there at the high school as this stuff moves south. Let's do an update. Yeah, I thought we needed to do an update. As we move down here, is that radar update. It's moved south of Quitman now and has moved into what we'll call lower Clark County here towards Scooba. But boy, look at the difference in what we've got now in Scooba. All of this area here, it's starting to break up, and that is good news. This is going to move on through Wayne County, which now still, let me turn this back on, still has a severe thunderstorm warning until 5:15. That's not, I'm looking at that right. Yeah, 5:15. That's about 20 minutes remaining on that, and that will just kind of fade on out there. So things have made a change for the better at this point. Now, I just got a note, and let's take a look here. Let's see here. This is from EMEPA. We're experiencing widespread damage and outage across the system. Kemper, Lauderdale, and Clark counties are the hardest hit areas. Damage assessment teams, right-of-way line and crews are dispatched and working as quickly as possible. Safety conditions allow. So they're out making sure that they can get into the areas that are without power. And as we look at radar, it looks like from the north end, they can get in now and tackle some of this. We'll watch these storms for EMEPA as they move southward, but it looks good for them to come in this area here. As we start seeing now, we're starting to get some damage reports. Let's look at this here in Kemper County. Mobile home damaged, double wide with roof blown off. This here at Moscow, thunderstorm wind damage there. And again, we saw that coming there as we mentioned earlier, shingles being blown off. Miss Peavy was all over that. We had thunderstorm wind damage there, trees down on Highway 4093 near Liberty. So this is starting to trickle in the amount of damage that we've had. And it's been a bunch, as y'all can tell. As we move down, let's see if we haven't gotten any storm damage reports in Lauderdale County, but that will come later. We've got more of that. Now, we'll have more updates as this afternoon progresses there as we update everybody of the power outages. We'll give the power companies a little bit of time to get on their feet and going, and then we'll come back here in just a little bit and go back live to go back over damage reports and all of this of where we've got. And again, we are starting to see things shape up and look a whole lot better here. York, Alabama, these areas here now, y'all still got a bunch of rain. As we go down to Butler, y'all are getting pounded on here with a lot of rain. Eastern Lauderdale County, this is moderate rain now. That's a little bit heavier over here, but a break from what we had just a little bit ago. As Enterprise finally getting some breathing room. Isn't that a lot better, y'all? As we go down, and again, let's look at our locations as we get into Clark County. Again, past Jay's Taxidermy, we've got moderate rain, and as we get to Scooba, it is lightening up a little bit. Still heavy rain there now from Dollar General west back over here to the county line as you go toward the Heidelberg area there in southwestern Jasper County here. And as you click on this anywhere, that's still considered Heidelberg due to the area there. County Road 1133 is what we've got there. Again, I thank each and every one of you for joining me, as you always do. We can't thank you enough. I wanted to thank some more of our sponsors that bring this to us each week. Citizens National Bank, always a lending hand there, along with EMEPA, Snowden and Company Real Estate. Boy, if you're looking for a home, talk with her. She'll help you. Amanda will help you find that home. If you're getting ready to sell your home, she can help you out with that as well. Why Not Motor Sports Park? Okay. Something else just happened. We'll look at that. Kim's Photography, Tiffany Blue Decor. Yeah, she helps you out there if you're looking for anything there. In Broadmoor here in Meridian. And the Precast Group, they always do. All right, let's see what we got as far as a warning now. Let's back up here and do a live update. And no other way to do that other than just a live refresh. And let's turn off radar where we're showing here. Let's see here. Let's do one more update. And this is going to be west of here is what this is going to be. And we're showing that we've got some Yeah, right there. Weather indicators. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning. Turn this on. Till 5 Waynesboro. Till 5:30. Let's do. All right, here's what we got. This is going to be Tala County until 5:30. We still have, this is up here by Kosciuszko. We still got a severe thunderstorm warning. Columbus, we've got a flash flood warning. And again, all of this area here on the west side of the state starting to see some of these severe thunderstorm warnings pop up, and they're going to be moving south, and it looks like it could possibly be right out of the Newton County area as it moves south. We'll watch this and monitor it very closely over the next little bit. Let me do one more update and make sure that there's not anything that I've missed with warnings. All right, we're starting now as we get some more storm reports. And let's take a look here, and let's turn radar back on. All right, let's go into Lauderdale County. And we had some damage up here of a double-wide home. All right, we had thunderstorm wind damage, roof blown off a house on Gumlog Road, which is no more than maybe 5 miles from where I'm sitting. So we had a roof blown off a home right there. And that may be 5 miles. It probably isn't that far. As we go down, let's go in the southern portion of Lauderdale County or Enterprise. Y'all see that popping up, don't you? Public reports quarter-size hail fell in the 0 community. So we had 1 inch possible hail there. All right, let's go to Enterprise here in Clark County and look at our damage reports here that have come in. All right, Enterprise. We had a tree down on Highway 11 just south of Highway 513. As we move over here, we have trees down blocking road at I-59 and Highway 513, estimated by radar. And let's see here. That was at 3:40, a little over an hour ago when that happened. As we move down, let's move here above Stonewall. We had a tree down on a home, thunderstorm wind damage there, Stonewall, Clark County. So there's been numerous, and you know as well as I do that they don't have all the reports. Now let's move across here to Jasper County. We had trees and lines down along County Road 2422 in the Fellowship community. Some trees down. We move to our next report there. Trees and power lines down along the 500 block of County Road 5133. And we have another report here. Trees down and power lines down along Highway 18 at County Road 1830. That's Jasper County. Now we've got a report here right at Quitman. As we zoom in on this, this is east of Quitman. Tree down on North Jackson Avenue in Quitman. So it's been several things go on in that community in Clark County as we've been watching all of this. Let me see here. Let me see if I make sure that there isn't anything else that's happening in Clark County that I'm not aware of. Let's go to Clark County Hot Topics and pull up what they've got as they listed. This was listed half an hour ago as we pulled this up. Multiple trees down across Clark County. Avoid travel in the storm until the storm passes and let emergency workers do the cleanup there. And again, as you can see, that's a bunch of it there. Let's back out and see what else. Did we have any? We had some of those. And that was the only report that we've had from Clark County Hot Topics in the last little bit. So, but they've got multiple trees as they've pointed that out. So if you're in that area, and again, if you've got, let me update here to make sure I hadn't got any more pictures that were included. All right, that was the last one I think I've gotten there. Okay, I got another report here. Let's see here. Meehan Fire Department headed to Chunky Shoals looking for a missing 9-year-old who was kayaking on the Chunky River. So this comes in from the volunteer fire department. So y'all sent out a couple more prayers on this one as we've got a report of a boat that is overturned at Okeechobee They're not sure if anybody is in it. And then we've got a 9-year-old child who is missing that was kayaking on the Chunky River. And so that's the Meehan Fire Department headed that direction. As soon as we get updates on that, we'll pass that along. So we've got possibly 2 very, very big emergencies that have happened throughout the county. And we pray that all of that straightens out and that turns out good. Let's hope. Let's keep a prayer on that for sure. All right. I think we're kind of caught up at the moment. We'll take a break and we will come back here in just a little bit and let you know. We'll give you rundowns and updates on everything that is going on. So thank you for joining. We'll be back here in just a little bit, and we will check on these 2 situations that we have on a child missing in the Chunky River, and then also out at Lake Otibi as we follow these storms. Again, thank you for joining us and following this, and we'll continue our weather coverage as this happens throughout the evening hours here, and we'll be back with an update shortly as we gather information and come back and join you. Again, thank you for joining. As always, any information that you've got, you can inbox me to pass along that information. We would appreciate that. Let's see here. Yeah, I showed the picture at Pine Forest. I just got that passed on. Let's see here, and yeah, we showed that picture, but we'll gather some more information and pass along that. Again, thank you for joining, and we'll be back with more information as this all carries out with these severe thunderstorms pass through our area. Thank you for watching, and again, as we said, we'll be back. Thank you so much.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by